All right, back. I quickly stopped, I think exactly at an hour. I wanted to go 59 to be under an hour. And then since then I've eaten a pizza and watched some Gotham chess. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, I guess, or we have not yet made our SingX. And yeah, let's just return the SingX now in here. And this is when we have found if found what do we want? If we have it, we want, yeah, we want the affairs. Do we want the link? Wait, where do we? Okay, zero line. So we are making a line. X.ref, or not just good. I forgot. No, it's in links, right? The current link. Oh, this didn't work, I forgot. I forgot that this didn't work. Okay, we want the hyphens here. We want the hyphens here. Ooh. There was sound for like half a second, wasn't there? Coming out of the speaker. Maybe I'm hallucinating. Just like half a second. I will watch this back if there was something, like it was really faint, like maybe my mind was playing a trick on me. Whatever. So, So now we want, what do we want? We want to go into d.elms.aces.hyphens.shelf. No, not fold, no legs. Oh, he knows that it's things that we're looking for. And, but it's more than things, by the way. I guess it's not more than things. No. Equals thing oder, oh no, wait, total equals word oder total equals word. Thank you. Okay, now we have this call. And what we do with this call, I was loud outside, sorry, and I was drifting off my mind. My mind is drifting off. Ja, das. Okay, now. I hope it's a little nachvollziehbar. Oh, what's nachvollziehbar in English? It's Jesus, what's nachvollziehbar? Nachvollziehbar is something with probably with re. Nachvollziehbar. I'm gonna look it up, but I'm gonna punch myself. Understandable? Is it really? Is there not a better word than understandable? Transparent is even worse. Plausible. Oh, ja, nachvollziehbar. I guess understandable. I guess you do not have a great translation for nachvollziehbar. I mean, it's okay, understandable. But it doesn't 100% catch all the use cases we use nachvollziehbar for. It's one of those instances, not as harsh, but you do not have a word for Volk, just people. Yeah. Völkerwanderung. It's like people, but more in like a tribal sense, Volk. It's like I think it's like an aggregation of multiple tribes. Culmination? Well, anyway, I hope it's understandable that it almost feels like I'm planking here, that I'm writing so little, because I'm thinking ahead here how I want to implement this, which is just like the first building stone, building block, I guess, for potentially pretty complex algorithms. And if I write a solid foundation, it'll be easier to expand upon it. And also, I'm always getting a little bit tired after I've eaten. Okay, so we return sing x. So we have, I guess here we do, no. I guess we map them. First sing x's like sings.map, that's a toke, and then we return make sing x and toke. This gives us a bunch of these, but this is not even what we want, right? If found, or we also want to update the sing axis. Oh yeah, that is true. Yeah. All right. And no, yeah, that is also correct. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Copilot. That is all what I wanted. And here. So maybe, is it too early? No, it's not too early. So the ref. Wait, how do we... I mean, I guess we can... By the way, does this work when we do it like this? No, we don't. We have to do it like this. Why does it? No, that's fine. Yeah, that is what I'm thinking, kind of. No, the parent. Is this even the parent? Hmm. Hmm. Oh, by the way, what happens when we do this? Oh, this does work. Oh, but it... How interesting. Oh, this is, by the way, yeah, so we get a little better feel here. Let's do the race before because this is pretty important. Let's just clean our mind a little bit. This is maybe the first time I'm saying mine and not mind, because I did not lose my mind, but I gained a mind, which is the mind in relation to the I.R.L, kind of. Like what we can programmatically write inside the I.R.L. And I'm also creating bird lengths so everybody can write like little programs for the I.R.L or in the I.R.L. Hopefully cool syntax. And sorry. And then have their mind extended into the I.R.L to create a mind. So we can have a mind and a mind. Which I hope doesn't sound too esoteric. I'm not a fan of. Esotericism? Is that a word? Okay. Nendo current, and then dot current, basically. We could use a dot, but let's not. Hey Dinesh, how's it going? And we want, the ray. I guess we call it ray, right? Yeah. No, not yet. Equals, no, just all we call the first instance. Yeah, not Baron, yeah, that's the thing. We do not have, just call it Sir, who cares? Keep going with the title. So we have a Sir, that's our standard. Then let's go into the rayage and implement that we actually see the current ray that we're operating under. It's like a mind mapping tool, but also for sharing thoughts, I guess, but also images, which I probably will do next, drag and dropping images into it. It's like you see that in the middle here, what looks, no, not if it looks like this, but it could look a little bit like a URL. You have, but you have one item before the colon and then the domain and then dot and not the TLD, but I call this model. And you can create as many of those links as you want and then write content for this, or as I said, drop an image in there or share a link, and then create like your own little internet, which is all local over IndexedDB. And then you can, like the parts that you want to, you can share, and then you can upload it to the cloud. So everybody else, when they do their own map, their own internet, can stumble upon the links that others have created. That's the core idea. Okay, Indo mode. Oh, no, that's fine. And I guess the array is in D. Yeah, that is correct, Mr. Copilot. D since aces arrays Indo current array. Yep. So here he takes the array. And then now we just copy this and say the array is the array. Let's see. Oh, it goes directly. Yeah, I guess we need in between. This needs a line item center, which by the way doesn't work. It's not in the center, it's left for some reason. I think it's because, no, actually I'm not sure why. Are you a developer, Dinesh? Here, okay. I do not understand. Fresher and full stack. So fresher means you're fresh, you're new to full stack development. Okay, this didn't do anything except add a bar to it, a scroll bar. Oh, okay, an online course. And what language? I'm just out of screen for a second. So what was the course? And was it free? Okay, I'm back. Mern stack. I have no idea what it is. Should I? I mean, maybe. Sometimes a bit ignorant when it comes to, sorry, So it has the full width. What I do not understand is it's probably too small for you to see. Why is it like striped out? It's not the full width. JavaScript, okay. Cool. Yeah, that's JavaScript. I mean, this is mostly CSS, I guess. But what does MERN stand for? Yeah, this is also vanilla React. That's not Next.js or something, because I didn't see the use, to be honest, to use Next.js. And was it a free course? Did you pay? Do you have a certificate now? How long? So many questions. Why? Also, I hate styling, by the way. Oh, how much was it? And for how long? And I still don't know what MERN means. Ah, okay. But so you took like a final exam, final test to get that certificate, Jesus. So I guess congratulations that I guess you could have failed, right? So I'm sure they also did something with CSS, right? Why is this 100% width, which it should have? I mean, it doesn't matter even if I give it a width of 100%. Ah, this is what MERN stands for. I see, MERN. Yeah, MongoDB, which is basically okay. So I mean, I use Firestore, but it's both NoSQL, right? I mean, in this project I haven't implemented Firestore yet, but this is what I will use before. I basically want to use WebRTC to have the data a little bit like torrent, if this works, which will be a lot to code. Yeah, I like NoSQL. I like it more than SQL. Okay, let's just ask Gemini. Yeah, I do not really need, I mean, yes, I mean, I will, but the thing is that this is like strike through. So it has the width I wanted to have. And here is nothing special. Since... Is here anything weird? No. Nope. I really don't know. Okay, then what do you mean give above 100%? Let's just ask Gemini, who could not add file? Oh, I forgot to delete the old context. That's fine. Which part do you like the most? Like styling or front end, back end? That's a great observation. It's always gaslighting so much, those LLMs. That's a great observation. Dude, I'm failing at like basic CSS styling. That's a great observation. Yeah? You see what I'm doing here is look those objects. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, I mean, you can kind of say it's back-end logic. See, this is the stores with STORS, but that's like Dexy, that's a layer for IndexedDB. And I have the stores, all have a name, but every store only has one, wait, sorry, what does it change here? Yeah, but that's not it, dude. I mean, this is what I wanted to do, but why does he remove this? Just because? Wait, what? What's this? I mean, the thing is, it's not justified content to be spaced between, because before that it's in the center. For some reason it does work. But why was this not centered? You saw this, right? Did he change, but he didn't change anything else? Jesus. Because center would have meant it's to be both items to be in the center, right? But there were no items in the center, they were both at the start. Yeah, I'm also bad at styling. I am. That's also what I like the least. No. Oh, it's because align items and not justify content. That is the thing. That was a problem. Space between, yep. This is what I want. Yep. Yeah, and also I guess he's correct. To add a third element. Yeah, so the stores only have one object, but for now, but one of these stores then will have all the dynamic objects. So this store here will have all kinds of different objects, but they are all based on this architecture that I call them labobs, which stand for labeled objects, and they all have, not all, but they have a link, which by the way here is wrong. Oh no, here the link, which has like the same setup, the same format as the link here, and a label. That's why they're called labobs. Or when they only have a label and then the link, they are liobs, and if they have neither, they are anobs, anonymous objects. And I'm planning to do the same for lists. I think that makes for pretty good data storage. So those are also kind of like, not kind of, they are unique keys or IDs. So the data object, there can only be one data object per link, but it doesn't matter because an object can just hold other objects or arrays or stuff. Yeah. Okay, so what I want to do here, and another thing here, what you can see, or maybe better, here, look how quickly I can type those emojis. They are all on one hotkey, on just one key press on numpad, for instance. But what else I can do here is say, doesn't matter, tr, and then I do this def quad. Yeah, 1 second. Oops. Oh no, I'm in the wrong mode. Okay. So this is what I call a bird, what I just wrote. It's probably too small for you to see. And also, yeah, it's too small. By the way, I need to bug fix something. This shouldn't happen. Let me tell you about the put and ray methods you used. I mean, the put is just what I write here in the middle, because it's not really an input, because I do not use input fields. What I do here is lots of scrolling. I have event listener for the keyboard, and then I just produce the I just produce the, interesting, the characters directly here. But where, by the way, where did my blinker go? But this is a bug that I need to fix. In down no moment here. And I think the only thing I changed here, if E dot repeats and yes, E dot key is not backspace. Oh, and this is not mode sing or put. Yeah, that's a culprit. I'm pretty sure that's the reason. No, it's not. I mean, I think it is because that's the only thing in the logic that I changed. Okay, maybe that's, wait. No, wait, this, no, fuck. Yeah, now it works. It's probably a little too small. Wait, I make it bigger so I can show you. Oh, okay. So what I'm here, the syntax is you just type inside, for instance, just any letter. Let's say it's E. That is what letter you want to hold down. And then inside the parentheses, you type what I call the light, the trigger key, which you do not hold down by press. And then this is, I call it the def quad, just some equation sign. And then you tell it what you want produced when you hold down E and press W. Let's just go hey ho. And then it saves it. And you see here, now he spams, it's forever on holding down E and W. And so that we still can type fast without like tripping over like this. What I did here is just once the repeat function would trigger, the E dot repeat, the event dot repeat. When this triggers, what it does, it just removes the previous key, and then like basically any key turns into like a shift key, for instance. And even faster is for the numbers, which I thought we do not enter numbers that often anyway. That here, when we produce a character on the numbers and then release the number, then nothing else happens. And when we don't, then the number gets produced. So the only thing we cannot be like ultra fast with the numbers. but we can still type pretty fast. Yeah. Nope, let's make this smaller again. Alright. Yeah, and this even like gets saved. Oops. Like in index.db, so until we either overwrite it. Yeah, until we overwrite it, it's saved, or if we clear index.db for some reason. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, okay, this is fixed, but why? If puts.mode is sin or puts.mode is sing, which both, I think maybe, yeah, that was the problem. It's puts.indo.mode. And indo stands for instance indexed object. Oops. You know what? Why does this still not work? Okay, let's just comment it out for now. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, so now, yeah, the thing that I want to implement now is we have these errors, these... Shit. Why isn't this working anymore? What changes did I do here? This used to work. Oh, type error cannot read property. Is this problem? Oh yeah, we have a type error. Use commands. Wait, what? FQ. Cannot read, use commands 74. Well, here is already a problem. Cannot read property of undefined mode. And this loads up. Use race 17? That seems wrong. Oh, undefined mode. Oh, why? Stindo. Oh, I think I just accidentally typed something in there. Yeah, that's once again doesn't work. So that's a question mark, that's correct. The command is question, and then the bird. But why does it say that it cannot read undefined FQ? Now JSX is for the elements, the UI elements, and just JS is for the use hooks, JavaScript, because I do not use JSX in the hooks for the logic. But I also think that I could theoretically turn these into JavaScript as well. And it would also work. But this is also pretty nice visually to see when a file is dealing with like UI logic. So that's use commands 22. So here we have a problem. Desynths, aces, frequencies, FQ. Oh. That is the only problem, I think, because I changed the name. I'm pretty sure that was it. Oops. Yeah. Now it works again. What do you mean? Yeah, they are all. I have a lot of folders, as you can see. But I have all the UI elements in one giant folder I call wilds. And I guess one subfolder for the tokes. Yeah, I have a lot of files. It's a big project, which I probably will work on for, like, until, I mean, I will work on this all my life, but until it's ready for, like, for the first website to go online based on this, I think 3 months, or maybe just only another 2, maybe 2.5. We'll see. Okay, so this works now. So as you can see, I just hold down 1 and press 2 in this case. And first it does an opening, and if there's an opening, even if I type, and then the next time I type, I press the same hotkey, it does the closing. Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. I wasn't that active all the time. But yeah, it's been pretty much 5 years that I started coding. And I guess 3 of those 5 years active. Okay, so let's actually say, now I kind of look forward to this. So when we produce this, oops, nope, not in here, in there, and then hit space. Actually, no, it is better. Yeah, the toke is 0. Is null, that is fine, because we do not have any logic for this yet, but we will do this now. Here, I guess we need ray opening. Yep. We need to partition these into openings and closings. That's one too many. So the closings are in here. So you say you haven't finished the course. You are currently doing the course. And so for how many weeks, months? And what have you coded so far? Okay. So now I guess I let the logic, I do it in use race. Function gift. What am I doing here? Return indo.link. Guess I have a use case for this. Function and fold. String. Okay, yeah. What's particular, I mean, I never did a course, I had like my first idea like 5 years ago, and I didn't know anything about coding, so I made like just Photoshops, which how I wanted it to look, and asked people who could code, but obviously no one wants to do someone else's idea, I guess. So I just started like looking up YouTube videos and documentation. Yeah, that's how I learned coding. Just looking at what I want accomplished, and then yeah, read and then test around until it works. And Node.js, I mean, I know what it is, but what is there to, how do you interact with Node.js? I mean, React is based on Node, right? Okay. We have this, and then here in the tokes, okay, first of all, this was a little unnecessary to partition them in here. Else if, or no, I guess those need to be at the beginning, and we do an else, like turn this into an else if. Okay, if Yeah, but the question was what do you learn when you say Node.js completed? What did you learn specifically about Node.js? It's not a gotcha question. I generally don't know. What's the Node part? The Node.js part. Is this how do I put this? What is Node.js in this sense? Like, let's just ask like a very new question. I just know that I have to install it to use React. That's basically all I know about Node.js. It's like a package. Okay, if string that's correct, right? Yeah. String.sum. Yeah, that's correct. Thank you, Mr. Copilot. Or, yeah. Why, what is wrong? That's one missing closing thing. Yeah, you can educate me here actually. It helps us to JavaScript anywhere, to write JavaScript anywhere. Yeah. Makes sense, I guess. What's the umbrella term for like Node.js? Is it, I mean, it's not a framework, right? Not a library. Yeah. I mean, script is a word, right? We script something. So I guess you can do, it would be cool to start just using JavaScript as a word. Like, yeah, let me JavaScript that for you. d.since.race. Not basis.race, yes. Copilot is so well trained. Okay, let's check if string.sum is not a function. It should be, dude. It really should be. Because it's a little bit silly, we can just do it like this. We can just turn it into an array like this, and then it works. Strings are a little bit weird, like string.includes works. So there it acts like an array, a string. But string.sum, no, it does not. So index of is a good question. I don't even know, to be honest. Oh, no. Okay, so it passes it through. Oh, this also tells me something that I want. That it's not just I guess in this case. but it should be the 0 dot ray equals sum, and the label, I guess, is also, it doesn't have a label. Equals a strict comparison, maybe? What do you mean? What I was just talking about with the sum or the index of? What do you mean with strict comparison, the 3 equality versus what I do is I just use 2 on principle, because I have yet to have a use case where here those 2 equality signs didn't work, and I'm waiting actually for there is a difference between them. Something with objects. Oh, sum and equals. No, oh, you mean this. No. The other thing, you either do sum or every. It's sum could also mean any, I guess. It's like every, if you deconstruct the string into an array, you have, let's say, the string is period, then it's P, comma E, comma R, like every character is an item in the array. And when you do sum, then you take every character, and if only one of them returns true in the condition, then this is true. And if you do every, then it has to be every single instant has to return true for this to equal to true. Yeah. And here I'm just checking if the string, if the characters in the string, if any of them are either these or these. Which is what I need to, yeah. To in here, now, I want to give my race a label. And first let's do a little UI for this. Yeah, it returns a boolean. Yeah, every and sum does return, yeah, it's either true or not. Even the condition is met or it's not met. Oh, first we change this, so ray.ray, I guess. Ray.ray. And the label is ray.label. Let's see if this works. Now that we change this, nothing happens. Hey, why doesn't this update? Now, array is empty and label is empty. This is not good. Maybe I need to restart because it didn't update in here. Wait. When I do this, ray is, now it works, okay. Okay, when we have an opening tag, If race.openings include none, that's, I guess, but it doesn't have to include it. It can be anywhere really. So here again we do string.sum. Race.opening. And I forgot S. If this is the case, and also, oops, yeah, but if it should not, then, oh, I forgot one parenthesis. Then we say l'array, labeled array. Oh, we also need to, but we also already have this in the race. Fuck. Oh, that's a little bit funny, because now, there, right, and I hope this was enough for, yes, thank you. I wanted to say it was enough for Copilot to learn what I want, because this makes it easier. Oh, I can already also do, yes. Copilot really gets me. Or Gemini, I guess. Yeah, come on. He just did it for the other. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Does this happen for you as well? Like when you have like auto suggestions, that oftentimes, and Gemini and Copilot both do this, they add too many even like quotes, or have an additional like closing tag, like parentheses, Germany. I'm from Germany. And I guess Dinesh sounds very Indian. Am I correct? Oh, no. Wow. Why is... Yeah, no. This is annoying. Here, now I have to... Yeah, now you work. Come on, Mr. Copilot. Yeah, thank you. You finally got the hang of it. All right. So, but this is still problematic, because yeah, that was kind of silly, because I need that name. Yeah, that was kind of silly, I guess. Yes. Wait, why are you only giving me one? I do it manually. Who cares? Yeah, okay. No, it's fine. It's completely fine. I will sit here for quite a while, and I don't just mean today, I mean for the foreseeable future, because I'm really, really convinced by this project. And I do not have any, yeah, that's fine. I really do not have any other, don't have anything else what I'm doing right now. And I kind of forget how to talk. I've been working on this. I mean, before I started coding, I wrote like 800 pages on what turned out to be the I.R.L. Just conceptualizing. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. The thing is, I try. What do I try? Just, I don't know. I don't think my code is very elegant. It could look nicer, I guess. But I like to come up with solutions myself before. I mean, it's not that I'm never on Stack Overflow, but I really try to first just try to make it work myself before I look something up, which is sometimes a trade-off, I guess. But I'm sure there are a couple of very common commands or just built-in functions which I just don't know about because I'm not looking up stuff that often, which I could have used. And I also, like where I had to admit defeat was when I tried to write my own layer for IndexedDB, which I don't know, in your course, have you done IndexedDB? It's a pain in the ass. And for like 10 days I was trying to write, but I mean, I was making progress, but it wasn't, yeah. And then I just installed npmi dexy, which is just the very layer I wanted to write myself, and it's good. You can't wait? What do you mean exactly? Oh, you want to know the answer right away. Yeah, I get this. This also makes sense. Maybe stick to that. I'm not. This is. I don't know if you can call that like a personal quirk. But I don't know. It feels like when I like solve things myself, it might take longer, but then I really know the intricacies of everything, of like why when I go from problem to problem and solve it myself, what caused the problem and like how things work, how things interact with each other. Yeah. I think the best approach would be to do both, like half the time this approach, half the time just reading up on things, which I might do too little. Okay, so let's continue. So if it includes opening, oh, and the string has to be above, does it? Okay, first let's makes the string pure by filtering out. Does filter work on a pure string? I think it does, right? I don't have to turn it into an array. Char, and then we do race dot openings includes char. No, we are already say that we cannot have the closing text in there, Mr. Copilot. And then we say l'array.label equals pure. One thing we can do is we say that this is the title. Where do I do this? Here in the client. Let's say the title. I mean, I think it's a fine method, but I also think like looking up maybe a little bit more would be even more efficient, I guess. I'm a little too stubborn at times. I mean, not always, as you can see, I do ask Gemini from time to time, which feels better, by the way, than looking on Stack Overflow. Because I do not like the people on Stack Overflow. It's always very elitist. It always feels like they want to show off like what they know, and are very arrogant when someone asks like a stupid question in quotes, like, oh, why don't you do this and this, instead of doing what the person who posted some code was doing. Which I don't like. I like when not everything is like streamlined. Like it feels like everybody in coding is kind of like the same person, coding wise, not personality wise, but in the code they all is like like best practice, what is basically just what like 20 people that work for Google decide is best practice, and then everybody is just looking up what they are doing. And I think that kills a lot of creativity. Especially because for people who don't make a living or don't want to make a living coding, I think it would be way better practice to teach them just the basics of, not just the basics, but like the basics of how, like all the different methods of how you can achieve things. That is also the great thing of coding, I think, that there are like many roads lead to Rome, in a sense. Like there are a lot of things, a lot of ways how to accomplish a goal. And to say that, oh, this is the best because it's like 2.4% faster when querying is kind of silly, especially when you don't work for a big company where you have to ship like a product that's like optimal up to speed, so the customer doesn't have to wait 70 milliseconds longer to get a result. Which is like the reality for most people, that it's not, I think, and this is the perfect example, the strictly equal sign here, that this is taught. Instead of just waiting until we need it, and then use it. Look, he wants to do 5 equality signs. Yeah. That's the next big thing, I think, 4 equality signs. Well, anyway, I'm ranting. Okay, label and the title is we can find now in by tag. Const. Yep, that is true. No. No, dude. Title equals race.bytag I mean, I guess open 0. Oops. Array title equals title. Do we need something else? Yeah, we need the link. No? Oh, he reminded me that I have this function here, the diff function for link, but what does it do? It was return link, okay? That seems pretty bad, what I'm doing here. Okay, let's just... Okay, I mean, I guess I can just do it directly like this. Array.link equals... Okay, let's first check how this looks. Oh, wrong one. Oh, it's because of this. String.filter is not a function. Now it is, and then I guess I have to join it again, and the title, no I don't. Oops. Can I read property of undefined? So 140 race. Oh, it's because I call this above race as well. Okay, then let's just call this the ray up. And here I want to find in the race above. Finally, oops, wrong mode. L'array, okay. Okay, but the link we could fine tune actually. And turn this into, oh, how do we call this again? If we do like this, I forgot. Oh, where do I have, no? Yeah, it's here, this. Oh, interesting. the symbol. If you want to, you can join the Discord. By the way, you would be the first to join in a soon million people Discord. I made it yesterday. So I guess this is race. Race slash title. Title, yeah. And this is the Baron. Okay, so this works, and the link also works. Now, this is, by the way, like the labeled list idea, kind of. So we want this stored. This is, okay, first let's make this smaller. Oh, what did photon stand for? I forgot. I need to add, when I make a new codie, like a new invented word, I need to add a comment to it so I don't forget what the word is. It's most of the time it's what's called a portmanteau. That's French. It's like word amalgamation, eine Wortverschmelzung between, I guess, some word that started with FO and a word that ended. Oh, photon. It was just a player word for photon. I forgot. Okay, so what we want here is I mean, we could kind of hard code it. Okay, first let's say what do I want? I think I want current, and then let's say that's the current object, and let's say that's the Baron, and the Baron is an object. It looks like this, but it has, I guess, the label. And closing. What do we do with the closing? We do nothing yet. Oh, we can do a history. We call this a gen. Of the previous dates. Yeah, this makes sense. Oh, and also separators. Separs. Yeah, that's actually, oops. Oh, I forgot. Yeah. All day, brother, all day. I do not really have a sleeping rhythm. Wait, I keep talking. I do not have a fixed rhythm anymore since I started this. I wake up and at best I eat breakfast and then I start coding. And usually when I code I stream. Not every time, but most of the time. Yeah, wait, prompts, where do I have this? Yeah, here. Yeah, I mean, this is correct. Commas. Oops. But where are the other commas? The silver? Oops. Here, okay. These are for the labeled lists. Gin is what I call the right Alt key. I guess this is freelance. The I.R.L. What I'm doing here, this is all mine, or at least all my idea, but also my my time. Okay. What is going on? Oh, this was before I saved. I think so, right? Yeah. Commas for each, yep. Oh, I don't need to, but I want to give it a label. This is the silver comma. Oops. And this is the gold comma. Let's see if this works. No, it does not work. Wait, let me restart. Maybe it has something to do with this. Oh, wait, what? Cannot read property of null starts with. Maybe because of this. It's like, do you know like mind mapping? The idea of mind mapping? Let me ask you this first before I go into detail. Okay, and this is bugged. This used to work. Light, use lights. I.R.Ls. First, let's see. No. Mind, M-I-N-D, mind mapping. Ah. It doesn't find the bird. Sorry. Yeah, mind mapping, exactly. Yeah. Do you know mind mapping? Yeah. So I don't know how closely related this actually is to traditional mind mapping, but it's like you have those links here, which I can soon show you how quickly we can populate this field. Probably tomorrow I can show you after I implemented the logic where we write extra lines in the middle. So we have little links. So everything we write gets stored in IndexedDB, like locally. On those links, we can write text for those links or drop images in there. And then we can jump from link to link and write for other links. And also return to older links. And also share our map that we create like this with other people by uploading it to the cloud for a little bit of money, of course. Yeah, and then you can explore other people's link, what they've written or what they've dropped in there, or map out your own. And this makes for pretty cool data also to see how your ideas connect with one another. Yeah, this is what those tabs are for, which will be pretty complex to implement the logic. We will have 5 tabs, always one of them selected per row. And like the tabs are always like suggestions to travel somewhere else. No, not like GitHub. Like what we write in there is not code. It's whatever. I mean, it can be code, but it's like whatever you want it to be. You can also just use it for images, and later, if I have the mind, also for videos. But then we need WebRTC because that's too expensive to have it like cloud stored. Not that expensive, but yeah, I'm pretty low on money right now, so for now it's too expensive. But over WebRTC, if you don't know, that's like what pretty much every like Discord uses and Skype and yeah, all of those, they use WebRTC. And I think also Torrent also uses WebRTC. It's like for umsonst for without a price. You connect peer-to-peer. It's peer-to-peer. Okay, but why don't these work? So he doesn't return a bird, which is annoying. But the beacon in pets. Gift, beacon and light. The logic was the last thing you wrote. I forgot what. what I said that made you write the logic, to be honest. So I mean, I write logic in here, but for the actual app, people, I mean, most people do not code. They can use this for, I mean, whatever they want, actually. Okay, first beacon light. What? Okay, what I'm doing here right now. Okay, beacon is oil. This is wrong, by the way. The beacon should. Oh, now it's still wrong. No. Wait. The current is I.R.L. and it does find a nest, but it's empty. And I think, no, wait, why? Pass the string. Where? Beak identify, I think it's in here. No, it's not. In make, it's probably here. Oh, the kinds doesn't have I.R.L. I guess letter also, and I.R.L. No, like this. Yeah. Maybe now. No, still empty. Still empty. For some reason. So let's, I guess, pretty boring debugging right now. Patch and Okay. But what? I guess this is all. Wait a second. How do I Okay. So, I mean, it's not really wrong. And the thing is, huh. What does he do here? So, the current is I.R.L. But it doesn't get saved. So he finds it. Draco Indo current.active. Yeah, .birds. I understand this. And it does return not undefined but an empty array. So, but it doesn't get stored. The two birds in here that I create with the string here, they do not get stored in there. Here these. They do not get stored in there, so they turn here into a bird. Yeah. But I also, oops, So here, kind. Okay, let's first check. Okay, this is all def quad. Gold comma. Now the thing is, it's under special for some reason. It gets locked away under special. But this is wrong. For some reason, okay, so this happens before. Where does this get? So he takes this string, and where the pad, the pad, that's actually true. Pads, but no, because we do not have this. If pad, what if we do not have a pad, dude? Here is, this is the thing. This was what I was looking for. This is actually, there we go. Now I know. Else if it's either Jin or Yas. This is Yas as the right control key, or Ips. See, Copilot already knows. Then return I.R.L. That is correct. And now it should work actually. Oh, wait. Includes beacon. What? Okay, now he finds 4 things, but the current is still the unknown. Okay, we are one step closer. Oh, do you hear this? The only other thing is that the current, for some reason, but once again, this is once again weird. Return I.R.L. Padding. Pad is padding. Oh, okay, now the current is I.R.L. And we have those three. So this is actually, so we find those three. So why doesn't it produce? There's some big tumult in the stairwell. So, sorry, where am I right now again? Oh yeah, he still doesn't give me, he doesn't find it. And I think this is the problem. I think that now we have this as a problem. Yep, let's check. No key con, comma, slash. Oh, what also could be a problem. Wait, why do we slice? Oh no, it's fine. So here, what do we have as I think, yeah, we have two problems here. If beacon starts with I.R.L, then no key con is beacon.slice 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, right? To lowercase maybe? No, not sure. Okay, so And the second problem is that we that's annoying. Let's make a translate function, because we store those commas as key, and here we take the code. Okay, maybe now. Why not? Dude, why not? I mean, this works. Gin? Oh, by the way. Why does... Why is it... I guess it's 7. We have to slice the first 7 characters. Ah, now it works. Here, you see this? It's pretty small. That now we produce. That was very annoying, and also maybe not that elegant to say we just slice the first 7 characters. But it works. So here, 2. Those are just the 3 commas that we produce. It's just, those are just characters that we have available in Unicode. There are so many. And my plan is to put them to good use. Okay, so this works finally. Let's get back to the race. Oh yeah, the sepas. Oh, which I now can use to copy. Yeah, those 3. Yeah, and I guess... Alright, so now we have those three readily available. But what do we do with the commas? I mean, they are for delimiting. So I guess every what do we call, what we call the items, I guess. Yeah, let's just say, where do we have our object, our current object? Yeah, let's hard code that. Let's hard code it. No. Okay, what's, have fun. Yeah, you do that. I'm gonna keep going. See you. It's nice chatting with you. And hopefully, I mean, maybe you already left, hopefully in like 2 days, 3 days, you can see this a little bit more in action, so you can have a better picture of what it actually is that I am envisioning. Oh, cool. Did you? There's no... there you go. Just took a while. Alright, so now let's call this prompts. And say that the char is this, and the bird is the entire thing. See you later. What do I call this? The combo, I guess. Just say the combo is gin, comma, and the label is nothing in the beginning. No, the items. The items. Let's just say, is this a plural? Now this kind of makes sense. Yeah, that really kind of makes sense. Okay, this is the silver. Oh, I guess, wait, 0, comma, silver. No, bronze. This is the bronze. Okay, 0, comma, silver. silver. Oh yeah, that's good. I mean, Dinesh. I don't know, but I mean, I don't want to make the whole code public, but can I do it like password protected in GitHub? That I can give you the password and you can fork it if you want to. Yep. Thank you, Mr. Copilot. No, wait, am I? Wait, what? Aaron. Comma is gold. The char is this. Combo, that's correct. Feels a little redundant. Yeah, but whatever, who cares? Hmm. 368, yep. But we actually do this all like this. And then when we do the same giant object for the Insta, because it doesn't matter. All right. So here okay, let's just make this smaller so nobody can see it. When I'm hard coding here, even making just a duplicate. Okay, so, oh, by the way, I will start a new stream. So each stream isn't that long, but I will continue, not that much longer, but a little bit longer. So in 5 minutes I'm back. Better